Good catch. I wouldn't have noticed that. But yeah, that was odd. Streamlabs actually closed with VR chat, which it really shouldn't have done. You.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You missed start dancing to the other one.
Aww.
Oh well.
What do you mean? It never happened.
Aww. It's okay. I saw him give someone a lap dance. I don't think anything can top that.
What? That is the thing that happened.
Yeah, truth or dare.
You came here, that's right. In fact, we're all of them here.
Oh, I'm the only one who knows! Except Victor. Victor knows.
Okay.
It was Gavin at my second day at the academy, in a game of Truth or Dare that I made the wrong decision of accepting a dare from Marina.
Everyone makes that
conspiracy.
mistake once.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's a conspiracy, more like.
Yeah, it's conspiracy. You know what? I feel like I used to, be more chipper back then, but somehow,
Yes, so was I.
I just.
I mellowed out after time.
It's like,
I used to be all the way up here pretending that I was a super crazy.
Oh God! I didn't know I was a turtle, but never mind. It just crawled right back up in there. Whew.
Woohoo!
Anyway, don't worry about it.
What?
Don't
Oh
worry
my
about it. I was
goodness.
just putting my sword away. She got it. Don't worry.
A lot more sour back then.
Immensely. You were a big old
I'm-
sourpuss,
you
but
know-
that was still fun.
There was a moment in time we talked about Augusta, and I was like, yeah, if someone were to get involved with her, we would have to, get fucking Foster's those potions and Frost resist wards and everything just to spend some time together or even cuddle. And then look at my dumbass, and I got Misty here. Time flies, doesn't it?
There was
No, I
a
don't
time
regret it, I don't.
way back when where I did not like you, Rex. I thought you were incompetent.
You thought most people were incompetent,
Okay,
to be
fair.
fair.
To be
People
fair, I
did not
did
like
think
me
most
because I
people
was
were
like an
incompetent.
information diarrhea.
Granted, I learned to realize that it was just your laissez-faire attitude. It wasn't incompetence, that you're actually very capable.
There's other stuff in there, but paranoia, etc. But it's fine.
I trust you now as a valued member of
That's
our
good. That's good. Whew. I'm sure though that still hasn't happened for others, has it? We still don't.
Probably.
It's like I don't know,
Right,
man.
some members of this academy haven't proved to me they're worth trust yet either, so...
Very true. Huh. And then there's Nerali, just happy to
Vibing.
be here.
Living her absolute best life.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised if she's hearing some other song in her head and just jamming out.
Possibly.
As long as, it doesn't get her in trouble somehow. Whatever she is, it seems fine. Alright, yeah. But... You missed him trying... They were teaching each other... Aren't you gonna keep teaching her how to dance?
I told her I'd give her a small lesson about it dancing.
I see. Huh? Where did she
Plus,
go?
I teach her
Oh, that's right.
once, and I won't have more lessons in the future.
I do realize, though, that this room needs tables for, chatting on the side and drinking. We definitely need something else.
You need a bar, totally.
We have it upstairs. That's what the teleport's for. If you think about it. And we even have, if someone wanted to try to do stand-up comedy or sing or whatever, we have a microphone over there, or crystal thing that projects our voice. Well, yeah, probably good for meetings in the future, but... All right.
Is first in POV better? I mean, like, people aren't really actively dancing right now, so I wouldn't blame you guys.
Starting to wind down here, though. Even Victor fell asleep, I think. He left. Can't blame him. Well, Neroli is trying to get him to dance, so maybe he just was getting sick of it. I don't know.
It is getting later in the evening.
It is fair. So how many of you gave something to Zachary to give to this wolf?
I did.
I did.
I only gave my
I did.
bit of my tail fur, just a tiny bit.
That was okay. Of all the things you could have gave him anything, hon.
I
Okay.
could have gave him anything.
You gave him what?
And gloves. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna sleep now.
Okay. Night night.
Sleep well, Neroli!
Yep.
Bye bye. Have fun.
Yep. We'll catch you Zimzies here shortly.
One more time.
Lovely.
There you go. All right.
I think for extending the invitation, at the very least.
True, but I think that was the last attempt at one of these for a while. People
had
get
fun.
tired way too often lately, way too soon. I mean, remember? It felt like it was like a while ago now, but man, we almost had too many people on half the time.
Yeah.
Do you want to turn it? Do you want to know how to activate it and turn it on and off?
Huh?
Do you want to do the honors? There's if you rub this painting,
You
it
right?
turns this on and off.
Just in deep thought.
There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna put some of this food away, or to put it in my room actually. Maybe.
I really appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate you as well.
Want help?
Nah, I'm good. I'll just put it in my room. Excusez-moi.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
Sure, right?
Oh, I see.
Just even thought.
But
It's only mildly worrying.
It's nothing you can fix.
It usually isn't, to be fair.
I suppose.
Don't be a stranger.
I'll talk to you about it sometime else. It's fine.
If you say so.
I want you to have fun.
I'm having fun. Part of my fun requires to make sure the people I care about are fine, though.
I am. It's just a passing thought thing that kind of took me down, but it's fine. Oh no, I said the word. I am okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
no, say fine. No, say fine.
No.
Fine.
Stand word. Right? Yeah. Still, if you ever want to talk, you know where to find me.
I know.
Please find me.
I would love to talk to you soon.
Soon sounds like tomorrow to me. I'll pencil you into my calendar.
Okay.
Jokes aside, if we have some free time tomorrow, we can
I have
take a
nothing
walk
planned.
or
Except
somewhat
for a cake
comfortable?
with Victor. Then I'm good.
cake first. Relaxing chats later.
Mm.
She's actually writing it down. I know she is. Didn't even need to look to know she was doing it.
Thanks, Flora.
Schedule.
Mm-hmm.
You should keep me on track.
I should hang out with you again soon, Flora, too. Whenever we get a chance.
Whenever the opportunity presents itself, I do believe I'm going to go rest, so I'm a bit tired after today.
Yeah, it's alright. Sleep well, Stark.
See you later.
Mm.
Have a good night.
Something happened? I noticed that you were wiggling all day. He confessed to her? Maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe? Was, was this...
Gave a rose.
Oh! What color?
Blue.
Blue. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Crystal thorn and all. Still.
And
Hmm?
right.
I'm always right. I'm always right. What about this time?
Was ask permission.
Hmm. So, did he?
So
And you said...
what I said.
Oh, congratulations. You're the only person that I would trust to be with him anyway.
Think. Especially for help.
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy for you.
Mm. Now just have to figure out
All the rest of
uh
that stuff,
what?
yeah. Come here. I have no cheat codes for you for that one. Didn't get... You're on your own, but also not. I'm always here for advice, if you need it.
Mm. I'm sure we'll figure out together.
He's a smart cookie. And you're pretty clever, too. So, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Little.
Little.
A lot better. No have hide.
Yep. Did you confess?
Mm.
Good. About the bite thing, I mean.
No, but
You should probably tell him. Soon.
you should probably least admit.
It's okay. You can interlace it with a comment saying, hey, but now I can bite you whenever you want me to. Watch him squirm a little bit, and then move on with your day and see if he ever picks that fruit again.
Ah. Mm. No.
It's your
I'm
decision.
still a little.
Your choice. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe sample his blood sometime, though.
Ah,
I mean,
sneaky. Sneaky.
yeah, always have been. Sneaky spider.
You very mischief.
I practically invented it.
Oh. Mm. Glad could tell you first.
Mm. Well, you didn't really have to tell me. I
You
could
would
tell.
figure out.
I kind of knew. To be honest, you wouldn't be
How?
you wouldn't be wiggling your leaves for the entire lunch hour if it wasn't for something completely significant. And considering what you told me about last, it was an easy guess.
Ah. Still no under control. Leaf.
Eventually, but feel free to be honest around him. I'm sure he's become completely endeared to it.
Mm. Maybe. Okay. Go to.
All right, sleep well, Flora.
Mm.
Good.
Uh, planted, florist in tower.
Ah, thank you.
Mm. Let know if need any help.
All right. I can't sleep in an empty bed tonight. I'm alone. And I'm lonely. That's I want what they have. Why can't I just be happy for them? Why is what I have never enough? It's never enough. Ah! Ah! And it's not even. It's just such poor timing. Oh, the whole thing was such poor timing. Why did it have to be so bad?
Just letting you know, Miss you, we're all just invisible exploring the underwater cave. Oh, she's busy beating her.
No, it's the underwater cave. Sure, let me give you a distraction. Where is it?
We're looking through, because what I did to it. It runs at 144 FPS.
Oh shit! Where? How do you get there? Water cave start. What is that?
Yep.
Or areas, because there's also Fey areas you can add to. So yeah, if you ever create one, let me know and I'll send you an invite to it.
Oh my god, the FPS is great here. Holy shit.
I still missed a couple rocks. I did it super fast. But yeah, as you can see, this new material. So I bought an $18 shader but basically what it does is it blends floor, wall, and ceiling, and on objects, and that's what. Yeah, and how do you like this violet fungus?
It's so cute.
It's gonna be accompanying the shriekers. Yeah.
Oh.
And yeah. Oh, I'm gonna. So for I'm finally going to write up. So by the way, so for these, I'm going to write up a lesson because I think we should learn like cure minor poison or something for just basic simple poison. So in the moment, there's still a threat. Like, oh shit, I'm poisoned, I'm hurting, but it could be taken care of pretty simply by someone, but not on the fly, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I agree. People should be able to be dealing with status
that we
effects.
introduce to be, oh, we gotta make a fucking potion with a convoluted solution. So, yeah. But what's your frames down here? Because when I was by myself in here, I was getting 144. They're down.
I have about high 60, high 50. That's because I'm streaming.
You're on an index, right?
Yeah, I'm on an index. I'm streaming.
Well, okay. Out of
you guys
curiosity,
desktop
are you at 144 frames? Like, what's
Yeah,
your
desktop
hertz on
low.
your headset set to? Do you know what? Do you happen to know?
I think it's actually
Mine's
higher.
both, yeah.
Oh,
Like
so,
it feels super.
Do you know how to set your headset's refresh rate?
No.
Oh my god, you've been at 90 frames this whole fucking time. You could have been at 104. Okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna blow your mind right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So open up your.
What are you saying?
Open. So you can change your. So Index can change its refresh rate from to
Index,
80,
okay.
90, 120, or 144, which is gonna blow your mind. So so go to your Steam VR menu. There's a gear in the bottom right. It'll say, and at the very top, it'll say refresh rate, and you can switch it to 120 or 144 on the fly. You can do it whenever you want. Does she not see it?
I'm sorry. Can you give me the instructions again?
Okay, when you open up your Steam VR menu, I have a gear in the bottom right that says settings, right? So under general, you'll see at the very top. You
Oh, yeah, it's
you
at
can change
90.
your render Yeah, change it to 120 or 144. That raises the cap that the game is allowed to reach.
Oh,
So you'll get more
Oh my.
more than 90 frames.
oh my
right?
God, it feels so much smooth. Whoa.
Yeah. Now here's the challenge though. So so let's say you're at 144, right? If the game's running below 120, it kind of snaps you down to 75. So if you're ever in a world that is running 90, you're technically going to be at 75. So what you want to do there is you could lower it to 120 or 90 or even 80 to get a smoother rate, because what it does is it tries to go to the nearest tier, which is either your max or half your max. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm sure you see that all the time. So at 90, you usually probably are getting 45.
You
But
know,
you might actually be at 60. So if you use this, you'll have better. Because right now I got 120 when I'm aiming this way. Let's go further down. Us mushroom people.
it feels so smooth. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm still getting 100.
Snake. Oh no, it's a snake.
Mushroom, 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 mushroom. I'm sorry. Badger, 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 badger.
This makes me
Badger,
want
badger,
to add
badger, badger.
underwater aquatic creatures now again, like the same way I've been making.
We have been dealing, eventually, I don't know if you share the same feelings, Karita. We've been dealing with plant
up?
creatures a lot.
I know. I'm sorry to do that.
No,
it's because the only teacher we have access to is the headmaster. Most of the
is
time.
Akiyama. Yep, that's what I was gonna say. Is that
You're right. You're right.
That's your domain.
Yeah.
Which is great. We'd have
these are the last things that are. These are now fungus. I'm introducing fungus technically, but yeah. After this, you're right. We definitely. There's also undead. We definitely need a lot of undead.
The two main categories of monsters, things we fought, have been undead and plant.
Yeah, we need. Well, we now have wolves and warthogs and bears, and I'm gonna try to add. You saw. I added the bugbears to the lizards. I added the gale. I'm gonna just keep pumping them out. I'm gonna add some more lizards and stuff too. I just gotta do it. And I can do these like I can do one every 10 to 30 minutes. I just need the model and animations. I can crank them out so fast now. I have a system basically in place. And yeah, like these are
cool.
we have so those plant creatures. These things would be lured in by those plant creatures. So it's like rock
That
paper
big
scissors
bite.
if you were in the animal kingdom, you know.
Yeah,
There's a squaw too,
the pyramid
or it's like, is it this one?
of life.
Yeah,
There's a squat. Hold on.
but
That's the
yeah,
roar.
it's like
That's the attack. I know the death is that.
like no. Well, here's the thing. Now that we can do insects, like insects is going to open up.
Yes, yes.
I mean,
Bucket.
welcome to Drama Land.
Or just bugs.
But yes. And
Yes,
lizards.
please.
Yeah,
I
I'll
want to
focus on
watch
more
people
stuff.
murder bugs
Like,
without a second thought, and yet they scream, but we need to keep humans alive. And Vev be like, am I a joke to you?
yes, but
joke.
well, but because it goes the other way. What if they attempted to keep bugs alive and we lost a human? Because of it? I think that would just think
Yeah, I
about
know.
that, you know?
I want to go
sword.
through that moral quandary with people because it's gonna be fun because people are gonna have different
like,
opinions. It's gonna be fantastic.
Because we as people outside of the RP obviously know bugs breed by the fucking bucket load. They're just
Yeah.
we literally probably killed 5 insects playing by stepping on our carpet. You know, just playing this game, and that's just how it is. So
Yep.
just how
It's
it is,
like
unfortunately.
how I would think of it is how
development.
people view like let's say the way that Vev sees it is more like how people would view
Oh yeah.
saving
I
a
wanna do
child
gargoyles,
versus
too.
saving a
I need
like
to
saving
do
let's say
gargoyles.
like say saving a human adult versus saving a puppy. People suddenly get a little bit more emotionally like, but the puppy.
Right. She has a deeper connection to insects than the other characters do. So she'll
Yep.
attempt to not befriend, but like convince the students to go another route instead of just slaughtering them.
Mm-hmm.
But then something might happen to where they attempt to spare an insect, and the insect
and the insect
either, like,
lashes
kills them
out or any number
Yeah.
of things. Yeah, it's sick. It's awesome. I
Mhm.
love it. I want to
Or
be
just-
the
or
bad
just in
guy.
the fact
Let
that
me
the
be
innocent
the.
attempts of trying to be like, we need to help it because of Vivina, but it just will be like, it'll just attack, even though, because it doesn't,
Be a
you know,
feral
and we
insect,
can't
yeah.
communicate. There's a lot of things. I mean, there's other stuff I wanted to talk about introducing eventually, like a spell or not a spell, but maybe something like almost like I wanted to call it an earwig. I think isn't there an so Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? I think they have something called an earwig or some creature that they can put in their ear that translates things back and forth.
Yeah.
But that would but that would be for language, not bugkin versus human. Still, it would only really help with like, oh, we just went to you know, a
could
different
have, like,
country with a different like Saigonese, you know.
Yeah, you could have like a tongue spell to where you could understand.
I need to bring in the
multiple
gargoyles and
languages.
write up the fucking lesson to just get it approved, so we have something interesting.
You got the big
I want
gargoyles.
Saturday to be something for Brunswick. I want it to just be muffle spell, so I'm gonna write it up and just throw it at you guys in the couple hours here.
Okay.
It's really
Super,
not
yeah.
difficult. I just need a few AOD. And I already have the.
I think
field
adding that
restricted.
to the map, to the training map, would be smart.
Better
and then
idea.
We could
Well,
have
yeah,
a,
'cause you said
a
you wanted the
location
maze,
to
of course.
practice stealth. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we
The
do have
biggest
a lot of
challenge
stealth.
with that the biggest challenge with that
characters.
map that I learned is basically I take people to the front because obviously the intention is go through linearly, but people literally just skirt around and go to the street to the end because let's go through the woods. It's like, well, duh, but because you're training right now, bro.
Nope.
Yeah.
I thought this bee was the Pokemon.
Oh no 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 no
Pokemon.
no no.
I was like, wait a second.
Nope nope nope. Not Beedrill. Nope. Also,
Not Beedrill. It
gaze
was, there's a
upon my tongue.
There's so many now. There's all the different Voltic line, and there's the Charbug line,
Yeah, we
bug
did.
thing, and
This model's honestly
Volsect
pretty
or
great.
whatever the
It's even got a fly.
Pokemon is, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Also, just like a flare.
Yeah. So if you want to, I mean, if you ever want to brainstorm or even think of WoW enemies, how to bring in, because I mean, I know originally I was supposed to avoid. The Blackguard were pretty much.
Wee.
At the top of the temple. So
Bee bucking one. He's like, am I a joke to you? Oh God.
That stuff. That's So have you've seen the movie Mortal Kombat? Or
Thank you very much.
heard of Mortal Kombat? So you know how there's like an island with like levels and floors that go all the way up to a top, like where you'd fight the boss.
Saying he might never find out is a little bold. It ultimately
Whole other
depends
conversation
on
too,
like
Misty wants to take
their interactions.
but there's
I
apparently
think.
a trial you have to take.
Because again, Vev is so much of an in the moment person that she could just spontaneously do fucking anything. Like next episode, she could literally tell him exactly all of her fears ever. Or she will clam up and not say it because someone literally just
Right.
preceding her asks him, like, says something and he responds to something that's not exactly relevant, but she interprets it as such. And she immediately is like, I guess I'm the problem. It's okay. I'm the problem. I just should just. Bad feelings, bad. Bad bug. Bad feeling, bad. I'm the problem. I deserve it. Just.
I could just pump the-
Today was very bad. It was already aggravated because she hadn't slept last night and she was actively searching,
That's really the biggest
which is different than her resting. So this is like one of the few times that she's actually been
water walking,
mission
so
or
they-
constantly awake without like getting her staring into spacedoms
I
done.
wanted to do that. Yep, I wanted to do that with Seymour.
She didn't say that she regretted her choice.
Around him and
She
take him down.
said that she wanted what they had and that she wasn't
what I'm trying not to say the wrong words here because I have to remember what exactly she said. But she said that she,
I know.
why isn't she ever satisfied? Why is it never enough? Yeah, it's true. If she just dies, everything's fine now.
Familiar with that area.
Miss you just having a blast.
Oh yes, I love being a bee! Also, big Vev
Very
stuff
true.
happened today.
Oh,
I
yeah.
make
See
my
that
own
said,
RP.
in lobby, so I don't. Yeah.
No!
Oh,
No!
and sorry about the sword comment, but after
No,
you
no,
answered,
no!
Rex
I
was like,
loved
"Wait a
it.
second."
Vev was just embarrassed. It was
second.
great.
Well, here's the thing, because Rex is like, wait a second. She could have actually literally just helped him polish his actual sword. Fucking
Oh.
didn't get an answer.
Oh, that's the way he took it. She thought you meant like lubricating, but not with spit.
Well, he was asking if you gave him a hand job. to be more
Yeah, no.
blunt.
Oh my God, she thought
But
you
the
were
fact- the
asking
fact
if
that
she
you
like
said-
did like actual
I don't even
penetration.
know where you were going with lubricant.
She didn't even
No,
think
I was
about
like, 'cause
like.
when you answered, you, I said, "Did you help him polish his sword?" You said, "Yes," but I was like, "Wait, that could mean she actually helped him polish his real sword, or she jerked him off." I don't know if she understood.
Yeah. Oh my God. Also, I love this model and how emotive I can be.
Yeah, it is. Oh, because it's one of those models that see like
Uses
all
Final
the
IK.
enemies I've been making are desktop. That is, yeah, it's using Final IK, which even if I added it to the models I've been making, I don't know what it would do.
It wouldn't work
I
with
don't
the
know how to do
animations,
it.
I don't think.
It
Unless it had an
Yeah, so you-
override.
it has
Unless
to
it was
have
an
its-
override. Maybe an override
Yeah.
would work.
Oh, well,
It's
there's a way to set it up
experimenting.
so that it detects if you have a headset on, I think.
You could.
Then it
No,
would
wait, yeah,
trigger the
no, there
animation.
totally is a setting in 3.0 for
'Cause it would
that.
go
I
down a
know
state
there is.
machine
I saw it
line.
somewhere.
Okay. Well, actually, because I've really learned how the state machine shit works. So what I would do is I would literally have 2 copies of the state machines, one for Nod and one for it. And what would happen is it would detect if you have a headset, so it would go to this line, or it would be an integer. It would integer of yes or no, basically. I think.
During the break, I'm gonna be like deep diving into Final IK. So if I figure it out, I'll help you, or I don't know. Either way.
Well, because at the end of the day, the desktop thing I've been doing is still adequate enough.
Oh yeah, no,
know, like,
totally, totally.
Like these guys in this place look so fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to bring in crawlers from Final Fantasy XI once I show you those boys. They're caterpillar enemies. There's one of the biggest leveling places, at least back when I was a kid, was the crawler's nest, and you would just fight these giant caterpillar pillars for like
scratches around
for like ever. But yeah, having the students have a carrier, like a bubble spell or whatever that they can carry with them. Oh, actually, that reminds me. So you
Like
know,
over the edge or
Tidestones
something?
from WoW. I wanted to
Yes.
introduce that, so we could have it so if they get a Tidestone, they can carry it around, and it just has a bubble it just pushes the water away from it in a sphere around it in a certain range, and they can carry it around,
Reverse
so they can see.
goldfish.
Yeah, so they could see in the distance, like, oh shit, we have enemies up ahead. All it would technically be is a post-processing zone that removes this dumb shit here, so they get the illusion and feeling that they're suddenly able to see clearly. But outside the sphere would be very murky, and they would just see silhouettes of the creatures. That'd be pretty cool.
That
if
would
I
be
could do
sick.
that.
That'd be
Yeah.
scary.
With all the tech I have at this moment, yeah.
Think of just a giant like shark or whale in the distance or something coming at him.
Oh, the Leviathan that was in here at one point.
Or yeah.
Oh,
if I could get the
we
animation for a
should actually
Leviathan, I
fight
could
the Leviathan,
actually-
man. We should.
Oh,
Yep.
well, we
full
already
circle.
killed it, but it could be another one out in the ocean near our actual But here's the thing, so if I
Kraken
could get
attacks the
animations
boat.
for the Leviathan, I now could make it a desktop enemy. You just see this fucking
Right.
See, because obviously the Desert Worm Queen and all these other things eventually they will have to be desktop enemies because there's no other way to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Eventually, if you can figure out how to
Can
rip
really
Monster
use
Hunter
VR,
assets, those things could
creature
very
enemies.
easily work as desktops because you could do like like charging attacks and like things of that sort. Very super easy time.
Yeah.
Like Legiacris
As-
is being
as-
just like
as-
fucking belly slide.
As nice as it would be to teach students a spell to deal with underwater, it would be better if it's an item. That way they have to keep track of the item and
Yes.
protect it. And they don't have to worry about, oh, I'm out of mana, or like, I'm focusing. So you got someone RP locked focusing on charging.
Yeah,
or
and then
doing a
it
spell the
gives
whole
people
time.
who actually
Yeah.
can cast the water stuff like a
Yeah.
cool like flavor edge.
So I know exactly when we could introduce that. So there's
Hi,
a big
Oribu!
lake,
Thank you for the read!
beside Aldoria's camp. That whole underground lake, I wanted it to be a
Congratulations on getting a canon ship with the best romance role player I've ever had the privilege of being with.
Like the Naga lake we have been
Stealth is amazing, but like Lulu has done romance RP for so long. He's a fucking connoisseur. He's just fantastic.
Heck yeah.
I like how I'm just waving my Italian ass arms, but I'm at fucking this thing.
Underground city in the lake.
Atlantis?
Or like a deep, like you'll go under the lake and then there's like a tunnel
And then it
system.
turns into it's
And then
actually
the
Black
city
Fathom
underneath.
Depths from WoW, and I just rip it.
Yeah,
Something
true.
silly, you know. Whatever those I
Black
forget the name of
Fathom.
them, but-
Yeah, there's a couple good water dungeons from Cataclysm.
Like this one's Wailing Cavern technically, which wasn't even underwater, but I made it underwater.
Right.
Black
It's
Knight.
the
Some sort of
entrance
cave
at least. It's not
system.
the whole thing. Yeah. I could kind of bring in the rest if I had to, but
We spinning, spin bug, spin wind.
But yeah, you did bring up the point about the. I did, yeah, we are. The reason I introduced new plane creatures is because all the other ones are literally they're gone, like they're just not there anymore. So these are introduced to replace them as common enemies, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then we move on because we never fighting Twigblight again. Thorn are ever coming back unless for some reason they fucking do, but they shouldn't. But I also added I did add the stuff to the Immer staff in the museum for that stuff. If that ever
Blech.
happens, we'll see. So, all right, what? It would be well. My chat said Naga or Wow Naga. It's like, is there a difference? So it would probably be more Wow Naga-ish, snake people, but water. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it would probably be better. I don't know what other kind of Naga there are.
People are thinking of like the girl top half
giant
snake,
maybe.
lower half, and
It's
then
kinda- no,
there's
that-
like the
that is what Wow Naga
the
is.
desert. The desert.
They're thinking Lamia.
oh,
Lamia would be
okay,
another way.
versus like just a full-on
Yeah.
snake or like an actual like snake with a human's face
Yeah,
on.
'cause
There's like 3 different
there's the
types that I
Naga
know of.
from Twilight Forest and Minecraft, which is just a giant fucking snake. I mean, I even have models for Hydras, and I have a Kraken model. There's so many things I have. Yeah, there's so many things. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just, hop out and just start. I need to just write lessons. Did we lose Static? I think we did.
Yep.
Nope,
She
she's
was
still around here
wandering
somewhere.
about.
She's probably just running.
I
But
remember
yeah,
some.
there's still some rocks I need to.
Duh, 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 bleh. Duh, 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 duh. Boom. Whoa. Grr. Bleh. D- 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 d-
Feeling better now?
Yeah, Vev just had sad RP.
Shake your honey maker.
Yeah.
All right, apparently. Oh, yeah, let me try to. I'm gonna end. Do you think it's still just the time of year, or do you think it might pick up having people past it? I mean, I don't mind ending at this hour because this is the amount of RP that like I don't get exhausted.
You
I don't have to
streaming
push
still?
myself for. I still am, but I'm about to end. Are you still streaming?
Yes. I will explain my
Gotcha.
theory off of this stream.
Good. Then we'll discuss it later sometime if you're still up or hanging.
Yeah,
around.
I'm gonna be
On Discord.
All right, I'll probably join you here shortly then.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go do my thing, and I'll see you there. There she is. Hello, Static.
Look at my leggies go.
Oh, you're gonna call. Gotcha.
Play.
Yeah. Teasing you, unless.
Mm.
But I'm gonna end my stream and hop off.
Dummy Vox goes, do me. Wait. Dummy Vox goes, super fishy man, bless. 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 Hello, chat. Bleh. 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 I love you guys. Well, it depends. Some of Chips's behaviors and Vev's just clash horribly. Depends. I'm pretty sure that they do. Maybe the model creator just didn't make that because they were trying to keep it low poly or something. Thought that they wouldn't notice. Because it's pretty low poly when you really look at it. It's just got some really, really good shader work. It's beautiful. Hi, Liz. How you doing? Look at this baby. Look at them. They are fantastic. And they got a tongue. Blip. Blip. What was that chant I was doing? Oh, that's the long word, basically the power word version of the water walking spell, because it's do Vox Ghost, which is basically the normal way that you would have to cast it for yourself, then water walking. However, if you use the longer variation, Dome, Vox Ghost, water walking, then it's stronger. But even stronger still, if you use its original Latin, which is Superficium ambulis. And the way that I remembered all of that is by making them into a little jig. Domivox goes Superficium ambulis, 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 Domivox goes Superficium ambulis. It's also why I go aurum plumbum, because that's lead to gold. Then argententum blumbum, which is lead to silver. Proluo, which is purify water. And let's see if I can get them all in one stream. Amplificatio for enlarge, reductio for reduce, amplificatio insectum for enlarge, insect as you would expect. Oh. Bassum. Bassum. No. What is it? Bassum notum? Bassum totem? Bassum. Is that syllable? Fuck! No! I forgot the knock one! I forgot how to say knock! Bassum dum bassum. Fuck. Damn it. Hold on. The book is right there.
Before that, Silencia for plant growth. What else is there? Wait, it's the reason why I'm not remembering it because I'm not singing the song. Dome vox ghost plumage argententum. Dome vox ghost. I'm sorry. Dome vox basum. Fuck. Detorum, Basum, Detorum, Basum, Detorum. Fuck, I can't believe I got that one wrong. That was like the first one I learned. Fuck me, dude. Basum, Detorum, Basum, Detorum, Basum, Detorum, Basum, Detorum, Basum, Detorum. Pluma prosidens, that's the one. Pluma prosidens. Yes. Two bucks, purify motherfucker. All right. Night, Aaron. The first ones that are the usually ones that people fuck up. Yeah. Basum, Detorum, Basum, Detorum, Basum, Detorum. I know that Pluma prosidens is going to be the one that always fucking gets me. It's the one I've had trouble with the most. It was like the last one I had to learn. Second to last. No, like fourth to last, because after that was arum blum blum arum blum blum arum blum blum, which I will never fucking forget because it's just so fucking funny. Arum blum blum arum blum blum arum blum argententum blum blum arum blum blum arum blum blum arum blum blum arum blum blum.
I'm a spelling bee.
Fantastic.
All right, guys. I am going to slip off for the night. I have had a great time today, even if Vev really didn't. But hey, that's just how things go. It's the depression spooter. Wah! Whew, okay. Suggest a map for you? Good enough frames on VRChat? I'll put it this way. If you can't run, like, a normal box map, like, you literally just look up box. If you can't handle, like, one of these maps, you, like, with just yourself, don't, like, just go into a random one, because some people have, like, the most unoptimized avatars fucking ever when they're not in the roleplay scene. You're not gonna be able to run basically anything. To be honest, if you don't have, like, the specs that you need for, like, a VR set, you're probably gonna have trouble. At least a wee bit. Because VR chat is very, it's not as optimized as it could be right now. I'll put it that way. Like, it's not using, GPU cores as much as it really should. It's mostly a CPU-based sort of thing. But even then, like, if you really want to see what it'd be like in, like, a public place, I just go to a pug. But with a heavy caveat, because it's just, I do not like publics at all, because they're just not safe. And for multiple reasons, but you just be careful. Be careful. A laptop? Oh. Like a gaming laptop? Or like just, I only have this laptop for school kind of laptop? Either way, if it's like a gaming laptop, you could get off fine, but like, if it's just like any other dinky-dory web laptop, and especially if you're having trouble like loading normal web pages, or like lag on things like that, then probably not. This is a very intensive game. Hmm. You just be careful because like here's always my biggest word of caution. Just because you can run it doesn't mean that you should. The most unoptimized game that I have ever had the pleasure and displeasure of playing is Ark Survival Evolved, and that kills graphics cards. A lot of the reasons why it kills graphics cards is because even high-end equipment can't really run it all that well. And so what ends up happening is people play it anyway, and then the graphics cards die, along with the rest of the computer, because they're pushing the computer past its reasonable limits. Just because something is running doesn't mean that you're not killing your computer slowly. And I have found some people playing games that they really shouldn't on the equipment that they have, and sure, they are there for a couple months, but then something happens one way or another and their computer completely fucking fails. So just make sure that you have what you need. Can You Run It is a reliable website, but like don't push it. Like sometimes the minimum specs for things just really aren't enough. By the by. Sounds like that's a map optimization issue, or you're just looking at a bunch of people with avatars. Because again, the optimization for this game is not exactly the best. Especially because a lot of the slowdowns kind of come from other people's avatars. So it's entirely reliant upon whether or not the people in your lobby actually can optimize their avatars well. Safety settings are a good thing for publics. If someone... the biggest killer is going to be how many materials people have, because I don't think there's many settings that you can kind of turn those off with. I'm not entirely sure. With rain, oof, frames. Yeah, it's VR chat is a mixed bag, because you can find one map that's perfectly optimized, fucking fantastic, looks amazing. Like, this map is glorious for all the shit that it has in it. Like, the frames that I get here, especially with so many other people, is fucking amazing when you, like, actually, like, break it down to, like, how many things are actually fucking present in this map. Karita is a god. But then there are other maps where, like, it's only, like a tiny campfire, some rain, a couple tents, and you will get, like, fucking 30 frames because they just do not know what they're doing. The good news is, though, is that it's getting people more creative and much more interested in the 3D scene. So you have much more people actually making content like this, like avatars or worlds or shaders or like all this stuff. So really, it's a step in the right direction. It's just has some consequences as an effect. Like, for instance, I had barely any rigging experience when I first came in here, and now I know how, like, I'm able to piece together these models all by myself. Not from scratch, but I'm self-reliant, which is very important. I do make most of my textures from scratch, though. Yeah. Bear in mind, it's entirely about how... It's not just the maps themselves from games. It's entirely about what the person does to those maps, because, like, in theory, someone could put a script in there that's just really fucking faulty, or maybe the way that they set up the lighting system is laggy as fuck, which is very common. Lighting systems lag people pretty bad if they don't know what they're doing, or any number of things. Anyone can make anything run well if they know what they're doing. Yep, VR is fucking awesome. It just takes a Gotta save up for it. I actually saved up for 2 years for my VR equipment, and including my gaming computer. I upgraded my computer first, then I got VR. Yeah, I waited 2 years. I budgeted. I didn't buy anything else. Sick, Jack! Happy to hear it. Yeah, that's fair. Although, to clarify, this is a closed lobby. I can't invite anyone, even if I wanted to. Bye-bye, everybody. I'm sorry, bye-bye, Deadbolt. Also, bye-bye, everybody. I should go. I should end now. I intended to end like 10 minutes ago. All right, guys. You guys are fucking fantastic. I love all of you. I'm gonna find someone to raid, and you all have a great night, okay? Later.
Get him! Get him, Starborg! He's down!